You may have seen the words tender or tender port on your cruise itinerary, but what does it really mean? I'm about to tell you. Sometimes cruise ships can't dock directly at the port, meaning you won't be able to just walk off the ship using a gangway or walkway onto land. There are a few reasons why they may not be able to dock in the port, like the water is too shallow, the port may be too small and not equipped for docking a large cruise ship, environmental reasons, or there isn't enough space for all scheduled ships to dock. Where it isn't possible to dock, the ship has to anchor offshore and smaller boats are used to transport passengers from the ship to land. This is called tendering. The boats used for this are called tenders or tender boats and will most likely be either the ship lifeboats or local boats. The travel time will vary from cruise ship to land depending on the distance. Because there is only a limited amount of space on the tender boats, there of course has to be an order in who gets to use them first. Each cruise line has their own method, but typically the passengers who have booked shore excursions through the cruise line have priority boarding the tenders. It may also be a perk for those guests who are booked into suites, but you'll need to check this out with your specific cruise line. Each cruise line will have their own way of what happens after those guests, but usually you will collect a ticket from a designated desk and wait for your number to be called. Sometimes people will queue before the queue is officially open to be one of the first off, which I once had to wait in for an hour. You also have to be prepared to wait a long time to board your tender once you have your ticket, especially in peak times or if the seas are a little rough. I once had to wait 2 hours for my tender number ticket to be called. If you've booked an independent shore excursion, then you'll need to think about how any delays could impact this. Tender ports are sometimes not very accessible for those with some mobility issues, so I would recommend calling the cruise line before booking your cruise to discuss your needs and if these can be accommodated safely. Again, each cruise line has their own way of doing things, but it's incredibly important that you are mobile enough to be able to step from the cruise ship onto the tender boat with little assistance. Safety is number one, not just for yourself, but the crew too. At some ports, you just need to step from the tender boat straight onto the dock, but some have a ramp or some steps, so it's best to ask beforehand so you're not disappointed when you are on your cruise. For general information when you are on your cruise, your daily program will give you all the details you need for that specific port, so make sure you read the instructions carefully. I've been to 6 different ports where tender boats were being used, and some of them were a little rocky, shall we say, so I would pack or take some seasickness remedies just in case. I don't want to worry anyone or put you off, but I just want to make sure you have the full picture. It may be possible that due to certain weather conditions it is unsafe for guests to tender ashore, meaning that some ports are skipped. Something that I love about tendering is being able to see your ship out at sea and up close. I think they look so beautiful and you really get a feel for the size of them and some great opportunities for photos of your ship. 2 more things you need to know is that 1, there can often be large queues for the tenders back to the ship if everyone is going back at a similar time, which I found a lot of the time. And 2, make sure you take a note of the time for the final tender or the ship will leave without you. I hope this video helped you to understand the meaning of tendering, tender ports and tenders, and if it has, please give the video a thumbs up so that it can help out more people. Also, don't forget to subscribe for more cruise videos, and you can also check out my Instagram for more content. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon. Bye!